Hey there, virtual mechanics. How you doing? Busy building in-game lots, I hope, and enjoying the game as much as we do. Today's topic is one about expanding on the game that may bring even more enjoyment to your hours in survival. In real life, mechanics like to mod stuff, and thankfully developers understand that need, allowing for quite a bit of a moddable game, which you can also use to build cars within. The two primary modes of creative and survival can both utilize mods, it's just that one is a little more simple to install than the other. In Steam, under the Workshop tab is plenty of downloadable creations made already with in-game parts, but then there's also packs which can be used to add new parts. With many of the creative mods, it's as simple as hitting the subscribe button for it to become active amongst a list of mods in the Creative World startup menu. For survival, it may mean copying files manually from one folder and replacing others using the instructions of the mod maker after hitting that subscribe button. A backup is recommended as replacing current game files usually alters the way your servers work until reverted back. To have fun with a mod without interfering at all with our normal survival world, Trustworthy and I have started out a new map. This would allow me to construct and test creations more freely, with some knowledge to take back to a harder mode. There's also some mods that come with completely new interactive items, enemies, and even Woc breeding, so you can get an idea of just how much these things can change up survival mode. We're starting out with two quite popular ones, being the Fant Mod and Fawx Dress Mod. With the modded survival comes Dev Mode, which enables commands to the ultimate cheat mode and can even give you flight. A super handy shortcut for making structures easier and less time consuming to build for demonstration. It's a cheat I'll really miss when playing in the modless mode, but for now it can be used to create some larger projects and to see what I can even get working with all these sensors and switches. Plus, Fant's made up some of their own inventions to add to this download, pretty much all of which looks helpful in one way or another. There's enough equipment to build a proper factory setup for processing of materials with the many tube junctions, chests with specific filters, plenty of sensors and devices that produce a variety of gathered materials automatically. That's one of the end goals, is to get a working factory which will not only produce wood, metal, and stone on its own, but also hook up some of these pigment flower grow boxes to collect paint ammo in mass amounts. There's a lot in this upgraded Craftbot. The inventory multiplied not just with inventions, but also additional decorative parts found in creative mode and also random game assets from the survival mode structures. It might be all those wedges and panels that delight builders who are looking for a little more flexibility. There's glass textures and plain durable blocks that are lightweight. It's great for keeping big vehicles from being overly heavy. They go well with the wedges, the same plain texture ready for painting. I already used some as decoration parts to put together a little scaffold platform on the outside of the mechanic station. Eventually this is getting a crane to offload resource collectors from trucks. But for that to have much of a point, we first need to build an upgraded semi-truck and trailer compared to the last one from our survival series video about getting spud guns. The platform already has a couple working elevators combined with stairs, and we can make it all the way to the roof. That would be the location for the future automation center for materials. There are several new engines, which means some really wild abilities to build new kinds of vehicles, one that even floats using a chemical-powered engine, or a steam engine option. Includes an assortment of wings, rotors, and water wheels, so stretch that imagination, there's a whole lot more that's possible now. This server's going to need many random creations, and the ones that even seem remotely useful, I'll do videos about. I'm not really sure that we need a cow farm, but we might as well build one to house some of these cute baby Wocs that can be spawned by breeding two Wocs that are within a short distance by using eggplants. Seems to take some time, but they do eventually grow into adult Wocs. This mod also includes some snails that you would find underwater amongst the same place you might find the glow bugs. The other new guests in the game are the robot jerks. One of them looks like a commercial lawnmower and the other one flies. So that's definitely some spice. These hideous tin cans will pick you up by crane and then try to carry you off like a flying monkey from the Wizard of Oz. I recommend a spud gun, but they will go down by sledge, or if you can find a convenient nearby tree, the hyper-focus robot will fly right into it like a dork. They do drop loot at least, which is another change to the game created by the mod. The loot tables changed to include more varied drops amongst the existing bots, and the additions are like piñatas with their drops. Cooking was not neglected in this mod either. We can now craft some rather tasty snacks that also provide a sorted boost to your mechanic, from refining speed to jump height boosts. Also, Red Woc energy drink to go with your Red Woc outfit in the clothing mod. Hold on, I'm still getting to that part. Now, in addition to the burgers and the baguette, there's some pommes fries, the tote bar, and all-in-one Met beer, popcorn that explodes, and last but not least, roasted Woc meat that's prepared on its own mod-provided campfire grill. And yep, I said popcorn that explodes. So you can use that as a makeshift bomb to get rid of some robots. You can now paint your Wocs and your glow bugs, corn cobs too, and all your crops. Enough said, there is going to be a rainbow of Wocs. Alright, now, time for the fashion reveals. This is the compatible Fawx mod. This dress bot operates in the same way by dropping garment boxes and cotton into the machine, waiting for a shortened timer, and you'll get a random selection from the box's tier. The selection just got a little wider and better, especially with the Baby Woc backpack, as well as the Spud Gun backpack. Great accessories that serve no real function other than to look good, but when the view is often going to be pointed at the backside, it might as well be something amusing. There's plenty of mix of new headgear items. I wasn't sure what else to categorize it by because there's a wide mix of hats, helmets, masks, and glasses. Your t-shirt collection is about to expand substantially. Tons of new outerwear options, and I'm really liking the jacket styles. This is making this hard to choose. The gloves section is more than just mere gloves with this mod. You can get some robot claws and some jewelry too. There's some short shorts, what looks like really long shorts, pants with plenty of pockets full of stuff, and some good old jeans. Stylish shoes or Woc slippers. Or you could just go full scrap pirate with the metal leg replacement parts to match the robot claws. Bonus! Glowy eyeballs, piercings, and additional facial hair options. Now here's where we really get to show some cool creations that this mod maker has given us, in the weapons department. Assorted upgrades to the hammer, both creatively in damage and in function. You can use this one as a light. Spud guns are still cool, but not nearly as cool as this. That's right, it's a bazooka, and it launches explosive canisters. Glow sticks have a whole new use for ammunition, and all of your vehicles and bases can get weapon upgrades as well. Hey, check out this produce-inspired banana Gatling gun, or the rather awesome homing carrot. Among other notable inventions in the Craftbot is the Auto Crafter, which also acts as a recycler to refund parts from no longer needed items. This couldn't be more helpful. as are mods with an auto-collect feature for many of the materials and consumables. It looks like there's a way to renewably obtain clams, flowers, beeswax oil, chemical, metal stone, and even the wood through using your excess seeds in a seed press? I'm pretty sure everything's covered. Awesome job, Fant. Really bravo, because the entire mod package is a literal game changer. And we've really been enjoying the changes. We hope other scrap mechanics will too, so we decided to feature it. And I'll do some more videos in the future when we find other options that may fit better to different playstyles. The really neat benefit of having a game with such expansive mod capability is being able to almost customize an entertainment experience. Everything can be altered around the player experience, designing their own level of difficulty through what mods are added. For example, Fant's auto-collecting devices add many elements that would make it possible for more renewable materials, which means more ability to build. Through easier subjective measure, from my opinion, the Craftbot additional pieces make survival mode easier than the stock game alone. It does add some extra damage though too, so there's a nice balance that would allow one to gather and process less, build or engage in combat more of the time, while not losing any progress on stockpiling materials. From what I've seen browsing different mod makers' options, there looks to be some much more difficult configurations for harder mode, or ones that would put more focus on farming and gathering rather than less. It's time to get back to building, but we thank you for sticking around this long and encourage downloading the Fant mod to give it a try. Just don't forget backing up your existing game file in case you want to change them back, or saving one for every set of mods you package together. Try out lots of them, have fun, and bye-bye all!